Hey, what's up guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's get into it. First up, before diving into some recent news, I want to review the last 3 Bitcoin cycles, these bear markets and bull runs, and compare it to today. So we have the Bitcoin weekly price chart. This is the 2013 bull run. And across the board, drawing a Fibonacci retracement from the previous high to the cycle low. We're going to be looking at the 50% retracement or the 0.5 retracement right there. For the last 3 cycles in 2013, 2016, and 2020, as soon as the weekly candle bodies fully closed above the 50% Fibonacci retracement, we headed to an all-time high price. And this vertical black line represents the Bitcoin halving date. And before the Bitcoin halving, we did wick up to the weekly R1. But we can see that once Bitcoin closed full candle bodies on a weekly time frame over the 50% retracement, it headed to an all-time high price. Going all the way up to the 4.236 Fibonacci extension, backtest on the 3618, and then headed all the way up to a full 34 Fib extension. Taking a look at 2016, we got this retracement and impulsed above the 50% Fibonacci retracement, but notice the full candle bodies never closed over this level. So we fell back down, backtested the 382, and once we closed above this level with full weekly candle bodies, we headed to an all-time high price. Respecting these Fib extensions very well, going all the way up to the 2618, backtesting candle bodies on the 1618 golden ratio all the way up to the 4.236, backtesting 2618. So right here we poke just above the 50% Fibonacci retracement but never closed full candle bodies. Once we did, we had our shot and we headed to an all-time high price. In 2020, from our cycle low in 2019, we had a market retracement. Notice weekly candle bodies here and here both closed exactly on the 50% Fibonacci retracement, but not fully over this level. So it did not close full weekly candle bodies over this level. Started recovering from the Black Swan event, the Bitcoin halving. We popped here above, and technically the candle bodies here and here closed over the 50% Fibonacci retracement, but not the wicks. I want the entire candle body with the wick, so the entire candle. And after this impulse, the next weekly close was above the 50% retracement, the entire candle body, and the wick, and we headed to an all-time high price with the double top at the 3618. Now taking a look at present day, drawing a Fibonacci retracement on Bitcoin's all-time high price to our cycle low, we're assuming that our cycle low is at 15,500. We have the Bitcoin halving in April of 2024, less than 8 months away. Now in the previous video, we discussed a possible sweep of the lows to close the Bitcoin CME gap at 20K and the weekly Bittrex gap, but at the same time, we have sell-side imbalances around 35K, an open fair value gap on a weekly time frame just like 35K but at 60K. We also have open CME gaps above on the Bitcoin price chart, plus the 382 Fibonacci retracement and weekly candle bodies. And assuming that 15,500 was our cycle low, I'm not going to be getting excited for a true shot at an all-time high price until we can close above the 50% Fibonacci retracement over 42,000. I want to see full candle bodies with the wick included closing above 42K. And looking at the length of previous bear markets, technically this bear market has still been shorter than previous bear markets, but since we haven't had a substantial retracement in the altcoin market and a lot of alts have been absolutely decimated, there's been lawsuits, there's been regulatory FUD, etc. But damn, this bear market feels 10 times longer. Next up, some big news for XRP and on-demand liquidity expansion. Some people think this is old news since 2017 SBI Remit has been utilizing Ripple payments. However, SBI VC Trade just put this out today, expanding international money transfer service using Ripple's money transfer solution using XRP and Sequence for Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, massive countries for remittances. We know in 2021 they introduced a solution using cryptographic assets and Ripple payments, as we can see XRP, which is the first bridge currency between 2 legal currencies in Japan to utilize XRP. They've also started to provide international money transfer services to the Philippine cryptographic asset wallet. They'll be extending the scope of international remittance services using this XRP to bank accounts in each country of the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia. These 3 countries have high remittance share of bank accounts, and we expect to accelerate adoption in the future. So this is a big deal as RippleNet and ODL expand into more payout markets, using XRP as a bridge currency. Another thing I just noticed on Ripple's website for XRP compared to SBI VC Trade. So typically it's known the XRP ledger can handle 1,500 or 1,500 transactions per second. When you go to Ripple's website and scroll all the way down and click Learn about XRP and read about XRP here, instead of handling 1,500 transactions per second, it seems they updated it up to 3,400 transactions per second. And speaking of on-demand liquidity and its current market share, well, last year in 2022, they expanded into nearly 40 payout markets around the world, representing approximately 90% of the FX market. Also considering the daily volume in the Forex market is anywhere from 5 to 6.6 trillion per day. So we know RippleNet as a whole has exceeded 15 billion in overall payment volume. and they're currently expanding on-demand liquidity to well over 40 payout markets now, representing 90% of the daily $6 trillion FX market. And Anders pointed out something very interesting about the FX market trading over $6 trillion on a daily basis. Speculative trading is around 87% of that $6 trillion. The remaining 13% of the Forex transactions are actually commercial and central bank trading, exchanging currencies, international trade, investment, and reserve management. So 13% is actually utility of that $6 trillion in daily volume, and 87% or almost 90% is speculative trading. So Anders makes a great point here, saying speculation is not a bad thing. Speculation brings liquidity. Without this amount of speculation and speculative investors and traders, currencies would be a lot less liquid and most likely less valuable. So for the crypto asset class, even if we have a ton of utility in crypto, most volume will probably always be speculation. Very interesting thought. And Ripple put this out a couple weeks ago discussing small and medium-sized businesses. 90% of the world's businesses are actually SMEs or small and medium-sized enterprises. And the traditional banking infrastructure and financial services has yet to meet their growing B2B cross-border payment needs. There's an estimated $110 trillion in value attributed to the B2B payments market. That's huge, over 100 trillion, roughly the size of the global equities and global stock market. Now in terms of Nostro Vostro, we know Brad Garlinghouse a few years ago in the news claimed that $27 trillion is used as just-in-case money for the correspondent banking network. And once again, to all moon boys, that does not mean that $27 trillion in value goes into XRP. What it means is there are dozens of trillions of dollars in opportunity for the companies or networks that actually solve a lot of these inefficiencies. Discussing the decentralized nature of blockchain, eliminating middlemen, expediting transaction times, improving insights, and significantly reducing processing costs. We'll be able to access the 100 trillion B2B payments market. Next up, a new XRP wallet. So Crossmark is the first wallet to support bulk payload transactions on the XRP ledger. Need to mint a collection of 100 NFTs. Want to put a spread of buy offers on an order book? Want to send a group of payments to different wallets with a single click. So pretty interesting features. You can learn more at crossmark.io. So I thought this was pretty interesting. This is a free browser wallet, and you can use this wallet with the XRP ledger on a variety of networks. And the good thing is Crossmark is a non-custodial wallet, meaning the wallet keys are never shared with servers or third-party developers. That's what you have to watch out for. So they're good because the private keys remain on your device. You're the only one that has your private keys. So after this video, I'll probably download this and test it out. Next up for HBAR Foundation, we're excited to announce that carbon-based company, a climate tech and carbon reduction solutions provider, has partnered with ImpactX to launch the Global Climate Registry, or GCR, all on Hedera. So for all of these transactions, they're going to require HBAR as gas or fuel. So I know climate change is a touchy topic with carbon credits and all of that, but again, this is a narrative. And if you see a global push in narrative towards carbon credits, this is a big opportunity for HBAR to have a lot of transactions. And there's a variety of networks investing in all of these ESG agendas, so there's a big opportunity for this. We have XRP Darren sharing that XRP has an ETF on Switzerland Stock Exchange 6. So as we go right here, we can see shares Ripple XRP ETP or an exchange traded product. And you can see it available in their monthly report with AXRP. And XRP had this exchange traded product actually go live on the Swiss Stock Exchange back in 2019. So what I'd like to see in the future of the crypto asset class, so we can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and some other currencies. I'd like to see more ETFs, more exchange traded products for a variety of assets that will enable more liquidity, more volume, and typically better value. We have Mainnet 2023 coming to New York City on September 20th. We can see Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, alongside Jeremy Allaire, the CEO of Circle, CEO of Coinbase. Right here, Ernst & Young. We have PayPal, Onyx by JP Morgan, and Stellar. We have John Woods, the CTO of the Algorand Foundation, speaking over in Singapore at Token 2049. We have this from Hello Labs. So Hello Labs is thrilled to announce partnership with Casper Network, BitGet Global, and Hacking Club for the Meet the Killer Whales event at Token 2049 in Singapore. Casper, the future-proof blockchain, presents Killer Whales After Show Party, Tuesday, September 12th. We have Anthony Scaramucci, the founder of Skybridge Capital, a $3.5 billion fund that is backing Casper. So that's news to me that Casper Network is the official sponsor of the show. Pretty interesting. And last but not least, I'll leave you with these two nuggets. Remember these two companies, both Siemens and Verizon. Verizon, Siemens, and even Siemens Energy are all in the Fortune Global 500. You can go to CSPR.live, go to the test network, and look at different types of contracts and deployments. You can see some interesting contracts named device collection, so this is private, but you can see this is happening on the test network now. I believe there's been over 30,000 transactions thus far, and they're just pouring in every minute or so. We had Tobias speaking at Blockchain Hub Davos just back in January discussing Casper the token specifically. And he's the sustainability officer over at Siemens. And we've also had Verizon speaking alongside Casper. During this time, she was the chief strategy officer and executive vice president of Verizon. Today, she's the interim chief marketing officer. And I expect a lot of enterprise hybrid deployments to go live in 2024 that are connected to Casper's public network. Keep an eye on different test network contracts. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.